Not really the look of a martyr. John Longworth said to have been pushed out of the business lobby group, the British Chambers of Commerce. So was there a rude shove out the door from Downing Street?
It was entirely my decision. Of course, in my role, I spoke to all political parties about all issues.
But he is sticking to his view that we should leave the EU.
I'm still considering what to do at the moment, but I am certainly going to speak out on the issue of the EU referendum because that's the very reason why I have resigned.
The BCC's annual conference last Thursday, almost 60% of its members in favour of remaining in Europe. That's why when Longworth said he preferred the exit, he stirred up a hornet's nest.
I have come to the conclusion that the European Union is incapable of meaningful reform, at least in the foreseeable future.
Riding on the British side of the road, away from Brussels, obviously.
I think it's very sad that a guy like John Longworth, who's dedicated his life to British business, British industry, should effectively have been gagged in this conversation that we're now having about whether to stay in the European Union. He's got a very bright, optimistic vision for this country.
I think the Leave campaign are coming up with these conspiracy theories because they're still being pressed to answer some basic questions like, if you're going to leave, where are you going? What's the plan B? Nearly half our trade is with Europe. There are a lot of jobs at stake.
The City of London, home of our big banks, insurers and investment companies, which are on the whole in favour of us remaining in Europe, as are big multinational companies in general, and that matters because as an economy we are disproportionately dependent on big companies. Now, opinion among smaller businesses is less one-sided, and of course this is an argument about much more than business and the economy. So why are bigger businesses largely in favour of remaining in the EU?
Business supports the EU largely because of the single market, which is worth tens of billions of pounds to the British economy every year, but also because of the huge uncertainty of what happens if we were to leave. What are the future arrangements? And businesses have done their own analysis, which shows that that uncertainty could last 5 to 7 years, which is a very long time.
John Longworth's position, leading the Chambers of Commerce, was seen by those close to the Prime Minister to be unsustainable, and they did make that clear to the BCC. So, when the BCC sent him home, there were no tears in Downing Street. Robert Peston, News at 10.